with Vintage and Vinyl, and I'll be spinning some rockin' 50s records every week here on my channel, as well as sharing some cool Coca-Cola collectibles and other neat vintage finds. Stay tuned! Hey guys, this is Katie with Vintage and Vinyl, back with another great video for you today. In this video, I am thrilled to be talking Christmas vinyl with you. I am very excited to share what I've been turning on my turntable throughout the month of December. I have 12 albums I'll show today, and then we'll finish up the last 12 before Christmas. That will be next Friday. So I've got some fun ones to share with you all. And I am really excited about these. I've been collecting Christmas vinyl for quite a while. And this year I found some pretty cool originals and I can't wait to share with you all. So leave me a comment down below what your favorite vinyl is for Christmas time. And let me know what you've been listening to on your own turntables. And of course, we're not in front of the Coke wall because I thought it would be fun to film in front of my new aluminum Christmas tree because it's just so beautiful. And why not enjoy the sparkling lights while we look at some vinyl? So I will be getting back to the Coke wall come January. Okay, let's jump in. So the first album that I want to share is a repress of an original Elvis album. It's Elvis Sings the Wonderful World of Christmas. I believe that these songs were released on other Elvis albums, and this is from the 70s, but it's a really good album to have. I love that it has Silver Bells. Now, Silver Bells is one of my very favorite Christmas songs, and you don't see it on a lot of albums for some reason. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels that way, but I never find it quite on other albums like I do Frosty the Snowman, or Jingle Bells, or I'll Be Home for Christmas, or some of those other classic songs. So it's fun when I see it on an album. So this is Elvis Sings the Wonderful World of Christmas. It's got Silver Bells, I'll Be Home on Christmas Day, First Noel, Oh Come All Ye Faithful, Merry Christmas Baby, and many other great songs. Now, I won't be able to share all the songs on each album because we'd be here 500 years because I do have 12 albums to show, so I'm just going to show you the back, and then if you have any questions, you can leave me a comment and I'll get back with you. The next album is great. Now, I love the Letterman. They just have a great sound. I could listen to Letterman all day. And this is Letterman for Christmas this year on Capitol. And this has some of my favorites. It's got White Christmas, of course. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Christmas All Alone. What Can I Give You This Christmas? Mary's Little Boy Child. Lots of great classic songs on this Letterman's album. And I think the album art is something cool. I love the Holly and Berry. I'm a big Holly and Berry fan. So I just think this is kind of nice on the album. Now the jacket, as you can tell, has seen better days. There's some side splits and that kind of thing. But for a couple of dollars and the album being almost mint itself, the vinyl being in almost mint shape, you really couldn't go wrong. So I love that. Now I do have an original here of Perry Como. Huge Perry Como fan. Now, this is on RCA. This is Perry Como Sings Merry Christmas Music. He's featured in the ornament on the tree, which I just love. And of course, what's neat about this is this has 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So you can actually listen to the whole Night Before Christmas poem on this album. Of course, it's got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, 12 Days of Christmas, Jingle Bells, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and many other great hits. So I love this album. It is spectacular. I also have, of course, classic Ray Conniff. This is Ray Conniff's Christmas album, Here We Come a-Carolin', and this, I don't think that this is an original by any means. This was on Columbia Records. I need to look it up on Discogs and see. It does say it's a Columbia limited edition. I'm not exactly sure what that means because, you know, on albums there's so many terms that gets thrown around. But this has Here We Come a-Carolin', Away in a Manger, Go Tellin' on the Mountain, O Tannenbaum, Silent Night, Holy Night. I mean, just lots of great songs, and love Ray Conniff. So he's, of course, another staple at Christmas time, and this is a great album. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the Nutcracker. However, I do like Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. My grandmother really likes the Nutcracker. It's just not the biggest hit in my book, in my opinion. I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for that because a lot of people love Nutcracker. It's just not my favorite. However, I do have a Nutcracker vinyl, and it is fun to listen to Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies. So this is Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker, complete. It's got the, oh boy, Balish Theater Orchestra, I think is how you say that. It's a double gatefold and really, really nice condition. And of course it's got Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, the waltz, and other really great Nutcracker songs from the Nutcracker itself. So this is fantastic on Columbia. Now I'm going to show also a few other Christmas albums that I just think are really fun. This is an original and I couldn't believe that I got it. This is Merry Christmas, Bing Crosby. Now, there are several Bing Crosby albums that feature Christmas music, and I will be showing all of my original Bing Crosby, but this is featuring the Andrew Sisters. Now, it's on a 10-inch size, and it advertises that it's long play microgroove unbreakable, so it's got to be pretty early in the development of 33s and a third, because they really advertise that on album jackets kind of early on when you start to see 33s. So that's pretty cool. And this is on Decca long play vinyl. Of course, it's 10-inch size, but it is on a 33. And this features the Andrew Sisters. Now, we all love the Andrew Sisters. We know Rum and Coca-Cola and Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, but they are featured for this Christmas album. And I have to say, I love their rendition of Jingle Bells. So if you've not heard Jingle Bells with Bing Crosby and the Andrew Sisters, oh my goodness, it is fabulous. Highly recommend, and you don't see this album come about very often. I've been looking for it for a long time, finally got it this year. It is an original, and I just think it's fantastic. So there's a lot of great songs on here. Of course, I mentioned Jingle Bells, but there's I'll Be Home for Christmas, White Christmas, which we all love, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I mean, this is really, really a gold record if you get it. I also have some Johnny Mathis. We all love Johnny Mathis, and this is Merry Christmas on Columbia. And what's kind of neat is it's got a note from Johnny Mathis on the back. Of course, it's not something that he signed. It's not a signed album. I mean, it's a prefab thing, but it is still really neat. And of course, it's got Percy Faith and his orchestra. It has Sleigh Ride, which I love, I'll Be Home for Christmas, Winter Wonderland, Silver Bells, Ding Ding Ding, and It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. So I love this and love Johnny Mathis. There's some artists that are very classic to me at Christmas time, and he is one of them. So I really like that. Oh boy, we just had a bang on the floor. Luckily, I think all of the vinyl is okay, but Miss Louie, you are going to be in some serious trouble, my dear. Louie, my dog, put her little paws on the table and knocked all of the vinyl over. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, let me regroup and get all of the vinyl back on the table. Thankfully, everything I believe is okay. Nothing got broken. Good thing they're not 78s, right? That's a really good thing. Let's put all of this back up on the table here so I can show it. Holy moly. Thanks guys for hanging with me while I did that. Louie, Louie, Louie. So I think I just showed the Johnny Mathis album, and I'm going to now move on to one of my favorite Christmas albums. This is Alabama. Not true vintage like Andy Williams or Perry Como, but I love Alabama. This is their classic Christmas album. I grew up listening to it all the time with my dad in the car. And of course, my favorite song on this is Tennessee Christmas. Love Tennessee Christmas. Of course, it's got Thistle Hair, the Christmas Bear, A Candle in the Window, Christmas in Dixie, Homecoming Christmas, Joseph's and Mary's Boy. I mean, every classic Alabama Christmas song is on this. It's really great. It's a double gatefold. You got some fun graphics on the inside and different notes there on the digital label. So I love this. and I always have to listen to it. Of course, it is a little bit of a bittersweet album. It's not as holly jolly as, say, Jingle Bells, but it's just a great, great album. And then, of course, speaking of Andy Williams, I have the Andy Williams Christmas album here on Columbia. This is in mono, which is really, really neat. And this has got White Christmas. It's the most wonderful time of the year. First Noel, Away in a Manger, Sweet Little Jesus Boy. Lots of great songs here. And this is Happy Holidays, Andy Williams. Great, great, great original album to have. So I love that. And then, of course, I've got a few others here to show. I've kind of lost count because of the incident with the albums falling, but promise you guys they're okay. I've got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now, this is on RCA Camden, and this is just a kid's record, but it's fun. It's got the Night Before Christmas song, Frosty the Snowman, Susie Snowflake, and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So the graphics are just sort of fun, and it's part of their children's series. So I like this very, very much. It's a great album. Came out in 1965, RCA, Radio Corporation of America. Just a great, great kids album. I also have some fun vinyl here from Firestone. Now, Firestone, the company that makes tires and does your auto care needs, they put out one of those promotional giveaway vinyls, and there's a series of, I believe, 4 or 5 of them. I only have 1 and 4, so I think that I just found volume 2 through Adam at Record Crate, but I have to say I really like these. For a compilation album, they're really good because they feature Julie Andrews, and I just love her voice. And of course, there's some other great people on this, but it features the Bells of Christmas. It's got the Young Americans Firestone Orchestra, and I mean there is tons. It's Here We Come a Carolyn, Deck the Halls, A Little Town of Bethlehem, Came Upon a Midnight Clear, Away in a Manger, Ave Maria, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, The Bells of Christmas. I mean, this just has a ton of classic Christmas songs with some really fantastic graphics on the front with some hit singers, and Julie Andrews just has that voice, so I love that so much. Now I'm also going to show, if I can find it in the pile here, I believe I showed the Bing Crosby on Decca, so I will show one more. I've lost count, guys, at this point. I don't know what I've shown because of the way that the albums fell, but I have another Bing Crosby, and this is fun. This is in the small size. It's not a 45, but it looks like that. It's actually a 33 1/3, and this is fun. This is on Decca. It's extended play 45, so it's technically not a 45 in the way that it doesn't spin round at 45 RPMs. Oh, wait a minute, what am I saying? I'm just talking on and on about this record, and I'm looking here at this other Bing Crosby record I'm going to show you. This is a 45. Holy moly, I think all those albums spilling on the ground really got to me. So anyway, this is a 45, yes, Merry Christmas, Bing Crosby on Decca, featuring the Andrews Sisters. Okay, I think I got it right now. And this is really fantastic. Again, another really unique find you don't see very often. It is fantastic to have this. It's neat too because it's a double gatefold, and it's just really a cool album. So I love this. It's got, of course, Faith of Our Fathers, I'll Be Home for Christmas, Silent Night, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, and some other songs. So really love that. I just think this is great. So this is a cool EP to have. I love it. So guys, that is all the vinyl I'm going to share with you all today. Thanks for hanging around, even though we had a little oopsie daisy with the records, but Louie is forgiven. She is a doll, so in my eyes she can do nothing wrong, and I'm glad the vinyl's okay. But thank you all for listening while I shared some of my favorite Christmas music. I hope this inspires you to get out there and listen to some of your favorite Christmas songs. My favorite songs are, of course, I love Silver Bells. That is my favorite Christmas song, and then my favorite Christmas carol is O Come All Ye Faithful, and then my favorite more modern Christmas song has to be Tennessee Christmas by Alabama. But let me know in the comments what yours are. I can't wait to read all of those. And I hope you have a very merry and happy jolly Christmas from myself and Louie and our aluminum Christmas tree. Love you guys, and I hope that you will stay in, stay safe, and binge YouTube. Bye-bye now.
That's why I go for that rock